Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Now you tell me, sanctions or no sanctions? Or pick and choose, wishy-washy? What are we gonna do? Well, it seems like the Western, how do you call it, alliance, united we stand against Russia and evil. It's showing a lot of holes like a Swiss cheese, and it shows that when it's their interest, they can bypass the sanctions. When it's a little country's interest, what are you talking about? A sanction is a sanction. Well, Canada, that brings me to one of my favorite, how should I put it mildly, leaders, Schwab appointed, helped, propelled guy, you know who I'm talking about. He lives in Ottawa, Canada. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Justin, not Bieber or Bieber. It's the other guy who's the same level. All right, this article comes from Republic World from today, July 13. Canada allows Siemens to repair Nord Stream 1 turbines, plural, for up to 2 years. Did you hear that? Exemption for 2 years. Oh my God. Okay, the decision of the Canadian government would allow Russia's energy giant Gazprom to send turbines to Nord Stream 1 to Siemens, for repair and maintenance. Amid the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine, the Canadian government has reportedly permitted the repair of Russian-owned turbines for up to 2 years. Why 2 years? Why not right now? Cut the crap right now. Why 2 years? Why not 1 year? Why not 3 months? Why not only this one? Because the German public is hurting. That's why. Ottawa will allow the transfer of up to 6 units for more time than it had previously revealed. Behind the scene dealing, willing and dealing. 2 government officials told the Globe and Mail said that Siemens Energy has been exempted from sanctions imposed against Russia for 2 years by the Canadian government. By then, what's gonna happen? We won't even be alive probably. The decision of the Canadian government would allow Russia's energy giant Gazprom to send turbines of Nord Stream 1 to Siemens for repair and maintenance. Wait, it seems like one of the officials revealed the Canadian government's deal with Siemens permit Ottawa to revoke the exemptions to Russian sanctions at any point in time. As per news report, that's to show like they're still in control. As per the news report, 1 turbine that remains in Canada will be sent to Europe, while the other 5 will be sent to Siemens Canada in the next 2 years. And the US backs Canada's decision to return turbine to Germany to counter Russia amid ongoing war. And you can tell what Zelensky is doing, hitting his head against a wall somewhere. The Canadian government on Sunday, 10th of July, announced grant a time-limited and revocable permit for Siemens to return the repaired Nord Stream 1 turbines to Germany. Announcing Ottawa's decision, Canadian Minister of Natural Resources Jonathan Wilkinson said the decision has been taken to support Europe's ability to access reliable and affordable energy. He noted that the absence of natural gas supply will affect the economy of Germany, and Germans could be unable to heat their homes during winter. What I was talking about here. Earlier in June, Russia's Gazprom had announced reducing the supply of natural gas through Nord Stream 1, citing the delayed return of the turbine equipment which was being repaired by Siemens in Canada. So, remember George Orwell's Animal Farm? Well, we're all equal, but some of us are more equal than others. The same here. the Western countries, they're all equal over there, all the same. They're allies. That's how they call it, allies. So the allies are all equal, but it seems like some are a little bit more equal than others. I just made a video, maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, regarding Lithuania. Remember Lithuania, who said that he's got a big something, but they got limb, is because they imposed sanctions. They did not allow some Russian products that are sanctioned by the European Union to pass, Russia, Belarus, Lithuania, Kaliningrad. And they said, oh, we're just going to do this because the Brussels said so, and there's the sanctions. Trying to switch the responsibility and talk to Brussels, but they voted for the sanctions too, so they're as guilty as Brussels. But nevertheless, Brussels said, you know what, Lithuania, move over. We talk with Russia, and now they allow Russia to send products and whatever it was previously was sanctioned by the European Union. Now all of a sudden it's allowed. Oh, it was sanctions with the turbines. Now suddenly it's allowed for 2 years. But Canada reserved its right to revoke the decision. Okay, but in 2 years, what do you think is going to happen? In 2 years, probably, as I said, we might not even be alive in 2 years anyway. Well, that's good. At least, I would say that, I don't want to say the common sense prevailed, because it was not common sense. But you see, in a democracy, in democratic systems, the politicians, they have leverage 5 years, 4 years, depends on how long they have the term. And then they have the little fish, which is the public, the electorate, the ones who want to vote, that would get you out of power in 5 years, and you don't really want to do that. So then maybe it's going to happen even something worse in those countries if they're not going to have electricity and hot water, or who knows what, heat in households. Remember that on the foundation of the disappointment and anger of the population, a lot of governments were toppled. So maybe they didn't want to go that far, including the inflation, including the gas price at the pump. All this is affecting the public, and they will vote, or maybe they will just show up in the street and do what they do in Sri Lanka, which they don't call it over there. They call it something else. They don't want to call it the word starting with I. They call it here, because anyway, I can't talk about that. So nevertheless, they were afraid about that, and they have to. But that's good. At least the interest of the population coincided with the interest of the weasel class, which is the politicians. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.